I'm going through the asset module. Asset module is used to track assets that are managed by maybe HR or the company on the system. So we'll go through several things that are entailed on the master module. First we have group and subgroup. Group and subgroup, here is where you define how many group of items, or how do you group your items. For example, you can decide to group them as maybe furnitures, electronics, vehicles. So here you'll put the types of groups. You can go further and subgroup them. For example, vehicles, then personal, trucks. So here is where you put the group and subgroup. On item, here you come and key now item by item, maybe with the serial number, with their names. So then you come here, you click add data. Once you click add data, then you can classify them item by item. This can be done by maybe inputting item by item, but you have an option of also putting the same on Excel in scenario whereby you have several items, then you import on the system. Key to be noted when you are importing this asset, this item number is maybe 001, but this one can be serialized. So you put the name of the item, then you have to choose under which category it falls. Okay, if it's a furniture, if it's a consumable, you check consumable. If it's not a consumable, so don't you check it. In case you are maintaining user serial number, then you'll have to put that serial number. Okay, then model number, in case you want it captured there, you can put the model number, registration number. Then in case you want to describe it, then you put it here. So we have settings. Setting here is where we do the setting during the implementation, like for emails and everything. So everything is done on the setting. This is one of setting that is done on the asset module. For example, where the emails will go in case somebody requests. So all those are captured here. So in case you have the suppliers, so then you'll have to input the list of suppliers that you have, so that maybe copycat, CRS. So you add data, then you put their name. You'll have to identify the account number and the address in case you want to get captured. So you have reporting structure. On reporting structure, therefore, this is a workflow. Then you have to define, for example, if employee A requests for an asset or item B, where does it go? Maybe it goes to the manager. Once it's approved, then it will be allocated. So we have policies. So we can upload the policy on asset module so that employee can read and understand on their own, so that they don't. So we have asset label setting. This is the wording. In case you want to change any wording or label settings, then you change any wording. If you want to call it items, you want to subgroup, you want to call it on your own name, then that is readily available. So here we can request for a purchase of an item. For example, maybe IT manager want to request maybe laptops. So that one can be done on the system. So they can make a request. That request, depending on the flow that we put, then so if we purchase code, invoice number, purchase date, the name of the supplier, and how much it was purchased. Okay, so we can have a request. A request is made if, for example, head of department want to make a request for an item, or employee also can be given the right to make request. So they log you onto the system. If I click on add data, so currently I'm logging as an admin, that's why I have to click on my staff view. So employee can make a request. So an employee will click on add data. The employee name will come automatic once I've logged in as a user. Then item name, you can select an existing, or you can type in the name of item they're requesting. Okay, So once they have done that, then they have, in case they have a description, explanation, and then number of items they want to. So you can request more than 2 or 3 items by adding 2. Once they click save, this request goes to the approver depending on the flow we've made. So once the request can be accepted or rejected. If it's accepted, then we allocate those employees the item they had make a request. So we'll come on allocation, then we'll click on employee who had requested maybe a laptop, then we will allocate them the laptop. Okay, so it's either accept, approved, or allocate. So allocate is if we are allocating them, reject, do not reject, approve. Then once it's approved, then they allocated that given item. Okay, so we have those items we give scenario whereby they have a date of returning if they are not consumable. So once the item reaches the time, the system also has an intimation or an alert on date of return. If you want it 30 or 60 days, that you get alert so and so should return asset A or B, so that one should be there. So once they return the asset, we have to record the same on the system. Once an item has been brought back, we click add data. Then we select the employee. We select item, how many they have returned. Then we have to select in which condition. Okay. Then the date. Then we put our comments there. So once we click save, that item will have returned. So we have those items which are damaged or lost, we can decide to recover, maybe in terms of charging them, or they have paying full amount, so we do it at lost item. Okay, so you click on lost item. So you click the name of the employee, item they have either lost or damaged, how many they have lost, then the type, damage or lost, then set up recovery amount, then you input the amount, then issue date, then you put, in case you have a supporting document, then we save. By so doing, they will have charged them. So this email maybe goes to the employee or goes to the approver, then they see they have to return the same. So that once they have paid, we can put that on recovery receipt. Now we come up, we record that on recovery receipt, so that if we want to check a report on how many things were lost and they were recovered, then we can get the invoice numbers. So in case we had any lost damage item, then you should see it here. So then you input the recovery receipt. After that, then you have your report, how many items, suppliers you have, how many purchased, requested item, who has been allocated, how many things have been returned, how many things have been lost, how many things are overdue, they were supposed to be returned and they have not been, they did have surpassed, recovery details, what you've recovered. Also you can use to check your stock. Okay, asset reporting, who reports to, then item lifespan, you want to see like with this laptop how many years they were. So basically that is asset module.